Because once you get a little bit of money, you start getting a little more pussy, maybe better looking pussy, whatever. You know, better looking meal, you know?
That's funny that you say that too, because we were talking about money earlier and everything. Man, what happens? You get paid? What happens though? That you end up paying all your stuff, man. That's a meaningless power right there. It only lasts for a moment. Literally, you're happy one moment, and then the next moment you're freaking struggling.
Because it's right out your hand. It goes in this hand, and you're like, you have nothing, you know.
So, I mean, go ahead, cleave on your meaningless power, man. That's only gonna last a moment.
And women now, they're destroyed. They're trash. You know, most of these women, they have who knows how many men they've been with. You know. And I heard Apostle Ka say, you don't even know how many babies are on the mouth. You know? So then, everything's trash out here. That's why us, when we get into the scripts, it's bitter. But yeah, it's bitter because, you know, there's going to be pain and suffering. But we really rejoice that this place is going to be destroyed.
It has to get bitter before it gets sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get broken down until you get rebuilt up. Just like going back to... just going back to working out, like I was saying. If you're working out that muscle, it's going to get broken down. It don't feel good to actually push yourself through suffering and lift weights. But the afterwards is where you reap your benefits. And that's how it is with this truth, man. You come up here, you're going to get broken down until you can build yourself back up. This is verse 7. It says, "For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith," spiritually building yourself up, being sober of the mind. It says, and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. And that's that spiritual armor.
That shit's gonna end.
Hey, laugh now, cry later.
Exactly.
When these bitches stop, they think they can laugh now at a man. But when the kingdom comes, there ain't gonna be no laughing.
Nope.
Even before the kingdom comes. Because honestly, the kingdom's on the earth already. But I mean, it just ain't established yet. It's being established right now as we speak.
Right.
We're getting back into prophecy.
It begins with that nation of men.
Yeah, ain't no woman gonna be laughing at no man like that. A little smirk, you know.
Towards the end of the day, the story is not done with, man. Prophecy it still has to come forth.
Yeah.
So it's either, man, prepare yourself, or get down and lay down, man.
And honestly, they really don't know what time it is. You're so caught up with all. Like I was thinking about it. I was driving through downtown last night, and they had a basketball game, and I mean, it was tons of people leaving the stadium, and I was like, none of these people know what the fuck's going on. You know, they're just standing there like sheep, and someone could just plow through them.
Yep.
You know, they wouldn't even know it was coming.
Hey, and we do. That's why the scripture says not to sleep. You know the truth now, man. Don't sleep. Don't go to sleep.
Don't get caught sleeping.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with this place, though. You know, this place is confusion. There's going to be stumbling blocks. There's going to be stuff that's going to get in the way. But man, you got to trust in the Lord to be able to help you get through that, man. To overcome these things. They're always going to be there, but it's either if you're going to overcome it, if He's going to allow you to overcome it.
Can I get a script up?
Got your change.
This is Isaiah 24, verse 1. Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And that's what that nuke's gonna do.
Oh, it's gonna stir this up, man.
Yeah, it's gonna flip the earth. They even said the earthquake's gonna, it's gonna wobble like a drunk.
It's like I always like thinking about it because they call America the melting pot, man. I always think about it because my work in this slavery is cooking. So a lot of times I boil water, and when you toss food in there, what happens? They start stirring up, man. And the hotter it gets, sometimes water overflows. Sometimes those pieces are about to come out. So this is wrong, man. And if you don't see that, man, you're gonna be rolled over, or you're gonna be pushed down, man.
John, you got anything? No, I'll just go.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 2, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priests. Meaning all of us are going to catch this. It ain't, everybody's going to get a taste of this judgment. As with the servant, so with his master. As with the maid, so with her mistress. As with the buyer, who with the seller. As with the lender, so with the borrower.
So it doesn't matter what title you have, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can hold on to your title, but when the Lord comes back, He's gonna shatter that into pieces, man.
Man, I always think of that cartoons, where they knock the teeth out. I had an uncle, and rebar hit him in his mouth, and his teeth used to dangle, And I used to think of that. He was like that cartoon where it looked all broken. The Lord's just gonna shatter your face.
That's gonna be, man.
Or that girl, remember that video? She hit the dashboard.
Oh, God.
Her face was just dangling there.
Hey, that's gonna be, man.
Her face was shattered.
Your reaction, yeah, that's gonna be your reaction. It's shattered, man.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Then it says, so with the giver of usury to him, and usury is interest, because the Lord, you didn't build him interest, so now he has to come take interest. That's why it's going to be that much worse, because you don't have nothing to offer him. And then it says, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled. For Yahweh has spoken this word, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And see, that's what you see right now. A lot of proud people are being struck down right now.
Like the the high school in Florida, man.
Yep. NSA, they just had that dude try to run in there with his car.
What? No, I didn't hear about that. But
I think it happened yesterday, but this morning it was on the news that he ran his van into the NSA center or campus, they called it, and tried to go in, but they got those concrete blockades on it, like the embassies. But they, all these things they're rousing up because in that spirit, everybody's gonna catch this judgment, and you can't escape it.
Hey, man, towards the end of the day, it's the Lord's vengeance, and let it be so. Right.
Because these people are wicked. Because honestly, most of our people, you tell them they're Israelite, and they hate you for it. Even in regular conversation, you might tell them, like today I was talking to Yasha Shakar, and she was telling us about, her being Mexican and shit. And I was like, well, you're just nothing but a slave, right? She was the lady that cleaned the room.
She probably got all mad.
Oh yeah, she's like, I don't know about that. And walked off. Because our people can't handle the truth. They don't want to deal with that bitter part. That you've been deceived and everything that you was taught has been a lie. And that you have enemies. Because we have been taught to love our enemies, to value our enemies, to protect our enemies. They actually have a pamphlet built on how to build a slave. And that system is still being used today in this system. Why do you think you go to public education? Everything.